Hello, I'm Elizabeth de Brito, and this is Elizabeth's Exposé on Equality, the series where I call out the realities about inequality, racism, sexism, how they manifest and play out, speaking from my lived experience. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please click the subscribe button to be notified of future episodes published weekly on Wednesdays, although today we're having a little double episode. So just now, I talked about my personal health problems attempting to keep up with the productivity myth and attempting a career in classical music for 4 years. Now I need to discuss something else. My dirty little secret about classical music, which is classical music is not my all-consuming passion. It's just not. Music is my passion in all its dizzying variety of forms from all over the entire world in every single genre. I like classical music. I even love it. But it's a tiny fraction of my taste. Maybe 2% of the music I actually listen to, which might give you an idea of just how much music that is. I listen to folk music from every country on earth. From samba in Brazil to Ghanaian highlife to Japanese city pop. You name it, I like it and will explore it. I listen to all forms of Western popular music, hip hop, pop, soul, rock, musicals, jazz, blues. Currently re-listening to the Rent soundtrack yet again. I cannot confine myself to a single genre. It's like a prison. Others thrive on one genre, like classical or hip hop, and that's great too. If that works for you, then awesome. For me, I genuinely feel trapped only listening to one genre. I can listen to classical music for a couple of hours. I can work on it and research pieces. I can, but after 2 hours, I need some Stevie Wonder. I need Peggy Lee. Then I need Maria Takuchi and Manu Dibango and Les Mis, anything and everything else. I gotta have it all, experience it all, and now write about it all. Because I'm a writer now. I can write about anything. So I can't limit myself to classical music. And that's okay. The world isn't composed of people who all function in the same way. I'm one who needs more variety. I generally think of all the jazz gigs I missed out on in London because there's this hamster wheel of insanity, and I just feel so sad and regretful. All the musicals I missed out on and all the theatre. For what? Now, it's not just that I listened to other music, but they formed part of my career goals long before the Daffodil Perspective. I worked at HMV running the specialty sections of all the folk, all the jazz, all the world music, all the musicals, country, and classical as well, actually. I worked on the entire audio floor, which was awesome. I produced a world music radio show on K2K Radio in 2017. I produced a pop music show on Hemel Hospital Radio many years ago, and I've attempted various things over the years, but couldn't find where my passion really lay. I just knew it lay with music. Now I know myself better. I'd still love to become a broadcaster, but I love writing, I love researching, I love uncovering the history of marginalised musicians, finding hidden connections between people, and I'm pretty damn good at it, gotta say. And so I hope to extend that work to every other genre of music. So that may be my career aims, and music as itself, I just need all of it in general. And as well as that, my body needs more than a career. I love long walks and hiking. I love nature. I love theatre. I've already mentioned jazz gigs. I love museums and galleries, exploring culture and history. I adore dancing and karaoke. And I also mentioned I need breaks and screens. I need regular walks. I do not do well stuck inside all the time, especially on sunny days. All through the year, autumn and winter, I love being outside. Going for walks in the brisk, windy weather, there's nothing like that, especially first thing in the morning, 7 a.m, it's freezing cold. It's just lovely. Blows the cobwebs away, gives me time to think. It makes my brain work. I feel so much better after a good 3-hour walk. There's nothing like a good 10, 15-mile hike. Trust me. Oh, and if you caught it, the words, my dirty little secret, when I wrote that, I immediately thought of the All American Reject song, because that's how I think in song titles and song lyrics. And that's just me. So my body needs a lot more than researching and challenging inequity in classical music to function, although I do really enjoy it. And I spent the last 4 years ignoring my body's needs, and guess what? I felt ill most of the time. Now I'm listening to my body's needs and I'm infinitely more energized. I'm like the Duracell bunny now. So I still work a day job on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I have to pay the rent somehow. And when I get home on those days at 6:30, that's it. No more work. That's it. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work between 8 and 6 latest on my journalism and other projects. I usually start after breakfast, but I take a couple of hours off at lunch. I go for a walk with the dogs I live with and get some fresh air, which I need. And I finish, like I say, the latest 6 o'clock. It's usually like 5:30. I never work past dinner. That is always my cut-off point. And I keep my weekends free. My inner critic is telling me not to admit this, that I'll be scorned for doing so little work. Fuck that. I work a 40-hour week, which is standard for most people. And guess what? I feel so much healthier. I have so much more energy now. My lower back pain completely disappeared and can do so much more that I like. It's incredible. And there are some other reasons regarding working and living in a toxic environment, which I'll talk about on another episode. So that's my life. When I get back from work or whatever day it is, I possessed enough energy to curate a playlist or two, listen to an entire Janet Jackson album, or hang out with the kids and dogs I live with, before winding down. Maybe I'll watch one episode of something, but usually less so, because for me, TV is just, it's dissociation, it's when I can't be bothered to do anything else. So it's lovely to have enough energy to do other things. And now I keep my weekends free to relax and enjoy my life. So that is almost it for today. I think that's it. Yeah. So I've discussed my personal poor health, attempting to work in the arts, and talked about what I personally need from life. Now, since quitting the daffodil perspective and revealing some of the pain and distress and anguish that I was going through, many people quickly told me, oh, well, I impacted the industry and I shouldn't feel bad. And, I did was important and it had value. Which leads me to the impact deception, the topic of next week's episode. So, that's it. If you're enjoying this series, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you'd prefer to email me privately, please do. My address is elizabeth.debrito@outlook.com. And because I'm a writer first and foremost, I'm publishing this on my blog too. Check the website elizabethdebrito.com for the transcripts and a bit to read at your leisure if you prefer. Any abuse directed towards me or anyone else will not be tolerated. Anything of that nature will be deleted. That all being said, I hope you continue to enjoy this journey with me. See you next week for episode 8, the impact deception. Bye.